Today on Music Biz 101, we're going to be giving you some tips on how to get featured on blogs, including our very own noise porn. Blogs are absolutely essential for artists and labels when it comes to promotion and getting their music heard. But nowadays, it seems like a new music blog pops up every day, and it can be hard to determine which blog is best suited for your music. Standing out is hard. We totally get it. So let's begin with some tips on how to get featured on any blog. First, be sure to put keywords in your email subject line. Tell the blog you're reaching out to exactly what they will find inside your email in the subject line, like the genre, for example. And now take that a step further and add a descriptive word to it, such as free winter mixtape, dubstep, drum and bass, electro. Have any major accolades worth putting next to your name? Throw those in too. The biggest way to catch their attention, however, is to include the blog or editor's name first in the subject. This makes it seem more personal and less spammy. Second, get straight to the point. You can approach a blog casually, but to an extent. Avoid things like, hey dude, or yo bro, because you'll lose some credibility. Make your introduction as simple and professional as possible. Don't start an email off with an entire paragraph explaining your life story, and don't come off desperate. Instead, provide details on what you're offering to the blog or posting, and why you think it's a good fit for that blog specifically. Is it similar to a song they recently posted about? Mentioning details like that makes you look like you did your homework and genuinely care about getting featured on this specific blog, rather than coming off like you're desperate to be featured anywhere. Be sure to mention if it's a free download or official release, and where it can be purchased. Third, provide readers with all necessary information. At our noiseporn.com blog, we receive countless emails that contain one sentence and a link to their song, such as, hey man, love your blog, check out my latest track, let me know what you think, much love. That's annoying. Don't do that. Hey man, not all editors are men. Don't ever address an email with hey man or hey dude unless you know the person you're emailing and have a rapport with them. And even then, it still may not be appropriate, as we mentioned earlier. You can be friendly, in fact, we encourage that, but know your boundaries and always be respectful. You may also have noticed in the example that there was absolutely no explanation of the song, the artist, or anything else. This is going to get your email a big fat delete. Writers need to know details, 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 and no editor or writer has the time to chase up with every single person who emails them asking for more details. Give people the information up front so they don't have to search for it. Look around a blog post or blogs you want to get featured on and pay attention to what they include. At the very least, always include the following 6 items in your emails. A link to stream the music on SoundCloud or YouTube, though we're partial to SoundCloud. This should be a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many fail to get this one right. A link to purchase the music on Beatport or iTunes, if it's an official release. Always test out the links before you send them out. If we click on something and get a 404 error message or a sorry we can't find that track, your email is just going to end up in the trash. Always provide social media links, whether that's for you as an artist or an artist you're representing on your label. This includes Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud at least, but also throwing in an Instagram and YouTube link doesn't hurt either. And if you're an artist and don't already have a Facebook page or other forms of social media, well, that's a whole other topic in itself. But bottom line, make a Facebook, make a Twitter, use them, update them regularly, and look the part. Let's just say I've never featured an artist who wasn't on social media. I've never featured an artist with bad cover art. But like I said, that's another topic we'll get into later on. Your official artist bio. Even if you're completely unknown in the blog sphere with no official release, no charting Beatport tracks, it's always smart to tell blogs a little bit more about yourself. But don't tell unimportant and uninteresting details. Keep it concise and simple. How long have you been making music? What kind of music do you make? Any major accomplishments? New releases or tours in the works? Include all the important stuff. Please note, if your bio is full of grammatical and spelling errors or has awful sentence structure, bloggers aren't going to take you or your music seriously, no matter how talented you are. This alone is a huge red flag and automatically triggers the delete button. A paragraph describing the music you're sending. What makes it so interesting? And what makes you as an artist interesting? Prove to blog editors that they're about to hear something they haven't heard before, something worth posting. Last, and quite possibly most importantly, include release cover artwork that is large and high quality. We can't stress this enough. Please let us elaborate. Make sure your release cover is large. 2000 by 2000 pixels is universally a good size, and it usually is the best way to go. Any smaller and you risk not showing up well on the website, depending on the site's theme, and any larger and you risk them not being able to upload it. Next, understand that your release cover is often the first impression of you and your music, especially if you include it in the actual body of the email. Trust us, editors do and will judge a song by its cover. If the cover art doesn't look professional, the entire song will most likely get ignored. Most blogs have high standards when it comes to how their site looks, and no one is going to feature a poor-looking cover on their site that could potentially hurt their image. Take a look through the best blogs out there. Many of them are almost entirely image-based at first glance. The visual image on your release cover defines your brand, identity, taste, and gives people the idea of the music it represents. Invest your time and money into creating professional and unique artwork that utilizes good design techniques and will represent your music in a positive light. Hopefully these tips help shed some light on what blog writers and editors look for when featuring new music and artists. Have any questions? Hit us up via Twitter at SymphonicDist and ask away. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and stay up to date with the latest Music Biz 101 tips to help you extend your music's reach.